If your tenant is leaving, whether it's living in your basement or in a separate investment property, there's some things you must do. So please listen carefully, okay? Number one is utility bills. Make sure they pay the utility bills. Why? Because time and time again, I've seen people not pay their bills, and there's water bill, electricity bill, heating, air conditioning. You want to make sure they are responsible, they pay those bills, and then move on. Number two, do inspection. Make sure you do an inspection. Okay, make sure you inspect the property. Make sure you take some pictures, because if you don't take pictures, what happens? And there's no proof. This is not just for the landlord, but also for the tenant. It's a good practice, folks, because then you have a proof. Okay, then it's not like he said, she said, if you end up in court or arbitration, and they're pictures that you can always refer back to. Now, another one that I get surprised by is the security deposit. Somehow tenants think security deposit is for the last month of rent. No, it's not for that, folks. It is to cover damages. If they break the tile, if they break the walls, the drywalls, the paint, that is what that security deposit is for. So please make sure your tenant understands that. A lot of tenants overlook that. So it's your job as a landlord, explain to the tenant, look, this is a security deposit in case something breaks. If nothing breaks, you return the security deposit and off they go. Now, this is very important. During the last month when they're leaving, they're liable to allow you to show you their house to other future tenants. Okay, that should be an understanding you establish with them. If you don't establish the understanding with them, guess what? You can run into issues, because they might say, you know what, I'm moving, I'm busy, I don't want to show anybody this property. But guess what? Then you have to eat up the last month's rent. You don't want to do that. A lot of people overlook parking passes, pool passes, whatever that may be. If you have any passes, HOA passes, okay, make sure to turn it and return those passes, because those passes cost money, and that's money out of your pocket. You don't want to do that, do you? Make sure you remind them should they need a reference from you. Guess what? If they need a reference from you, they must leave the property in the same condition that was given to them. Their job is to give you the property in the same condition that you gave it to them. If they don't do that, then they're liable, okay? They are the de facto owner.